Oh, here we go. What's up? What's good, everybody? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm excited. What's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? Welcome to the live. I'm excited today. I'm excited today. Ooh. Hold on. How are y'all doing today? We got something to talk about. Let me let everybody know we on Twitch. How are y'all doing today? Yo, we on Twitch. We live with it. What's good? All right, I'm letting everybody know we on live. Not gonna lie, I'm not doing good. Why you not doing good? Somebody said I gotta get away from my family ASAP. What's up, Tai Chi? What's up, Mike? It's a Pisces moon. Okay. I'm doing good today. I've been creating all day. That's all I've been doing is creating. Just creating art. Expressing myself. That's all I've been doing, child. Let me let everybody know on Discord. All right. So, let's get into it. I don't think I'm going to be able to be on here for too long, but I did want to come on here and talk to y'all. So, number one, let's talk about the fact that 2025. Madison, DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is Oriana Manhurst. DM me on Instagram so I can get your new address. I just sent it. Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome to the stream. What's good? Let me tell you something. Do not come in this live if you don't have the energy. Do not come in this live if you negative. Do not come in this live if you don't want to be better. Do not come in this live if you don't like truth. Because today's live is embrace being the villain. And before we even really get deep in that, I want y'all to understand that, number one, I'm not telling you to be a bad person. I'm not telling you to be mean. I'm not telling you to be negative. What I'm telling you to do is to be you, even if that means people don't fuck with it. I am telling you to be you. All right, let's start the live. Welcome everybody to the live. Welcome to this replay. Welcome to this video. If you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, welcome to it. What I want you to know in today's live is I am going to be teaching you how to psychologically accept that people are not going to like you when you decide to be your best self. All I need you to do is to subscribe, to like, to follow, you get what I'm saying? That's all I need you to do. Show support, all right? I'm going to get to you, Milo. I'm just trying to do my intro. So, like I told y'all, if you are here on TikTok, if you want to be helpful and loving, all you need to do on this TikTok live is simply run up the likes and share it. What I am going to do is I am going to pour into you the truth. that I've received, that I've downloaded, and I'm just going to give you whatever wisdom I can give you, humbly enough. And if it resonates, take it. If it don't, pass it on. It could be for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I want you to understand is that you got to embrace your dark side. Like, I need you to really understand what I'm saying. You have to embrace your dark side. And I had a conversation, and my vlog is going to drop because I was talking about this. But I was telling my girlfriend today, I was like, what you have to understand is that it is important for you to have a connection with your ego. It is important for you to have a connection with your shadow. And let me tell you why. Your shadow is able to recognize other people's shadow. Your ego knows how to protect you and only you. Some of y'all don't know how to say no because you know that telling no to some people will cause them to dislike you. And then what ends up happening is you start to dislike yourself. So you traded their comfort for you to be unhappy. You wanted to make sure that other people was more comfortable than you. And for some reason, I don't know if maybe you have parents that work a service-based job and you watch them sacrifice themselves for their job. But you have to recognize too, they get paid for that regardless. Like my mom is a nurse and she loves it. She gets paid to be of service to people. She gets paid to do what she loves. So even if somebody is doing a service-based job, they're still getting something for it. Whereas you're trying to give a service to people who, number one, probably didn't even ask. Sometimes we try to provide help because of something within our own identity. Want to feel like, ooh, I help people. I'm such a great person. And you don't understand that you're enslaving yourself to your own insecurity of not feeling worthy. So what you do is you try to give yourself maybe a hero complex. I'm just talking deep intertwined type of shit. If that don't resonate, then it's not for you, sweetheart. Some of y'all was just born sacrificing yourself. Or maybe your parents and your family taught you that you're supposed to sacrifice yourself for this person or this person, this person. And you continue to take what you were doing for your family to people who were just friends. And even then, some families shouldn't even get that much of you. You feel me? So you have to know that when you start saying no, it's not going to be comfortable. You're not going to feel good about it at first until you say no. And now you realize you have more energy. Now you realize you're more happy. Then you're going to start being happy to say no. You feel me? Because a lot of times you haven't learned to say no because you haven't gotten fed up enough yet. And a lot of times it takes somebody to run your ass here, left, and run your ass left and right, and have you move the house to the left for you to finally be like, hold on. You're taking advantage of the fact that I use service and help to get people to like me and for me to love myself as an ability for you to use it. You're taking my kindness for granted. But a lot of y'all kindness, you got to make sure your kindness isn't coming out of wanting to be loved. Your kindness should come from the fact that you know you are loved more than enough and you have more than enough to give. To the point where it's like, oh yeah, sure, I don't care. I'll do it for you. I'll give it to you. I don't care. And that's when you should give. So another thing I want to say too is embrace being the villain. Like, I had to realize, thank y'all for the gift, Humble Tino. Thank you, Mal B, for the gift. Thank you guys so much. I had to realize that, let me watch my language because we on TikTok. Hey, everybody on TikTok, hold on. Let me, because I want to talk crazy, real talk. But only, hold on. I want to talk crazy, so I'm about to tell TikTok where to go. Hold on. I'm putting it in my link in my bio right now. Everybody on TikTok and everybody on YouTube, the live on TikTok and YouTube will eventually end, but it's going to continue on Twitch. I need for you to click the link in my bio and to follow me on Twitch. Support me on Twitch because, quite frankly, what I'm about to say, I don't know if TikTok gonna shut down this live after I say a couple of things, okay? So click the link in my bio and join me on Twitch. Show support, show support, show support, show support. The link is in the bio. The quality is better on Twitch too. So look, this is what I wanted to say. Bitches is not gonna like you when you start running shit. And I had to learn before, as a chronic people pleaser before, I had to learn you cannot be a boss and a people pleaser at the same time. Let me say that one more time. You cannot be a boss and a people pleaser at the same time. Because if you're trying to be a boss and you're a people pleaser, you're never going to make it past your block. And the reason why is because once you start to see a little success, people will start to manipulate you. People will start to feel like they deserve a piece. And if you don't believe me, go try it. Go see what I'm talking about. I've had people, you really for the make me pay full price? Baby, how am I ever going to make it out the hood if I keep giving discounts? How am I ever gonna make it out the hood if I keep giving discounts, sweetheart? Like, let me tell you something. I don't like, and granted, this is not for everybody. I don't like when my friends ask me for something in my business. You know why? Because I hope you ain't thinking you getting in a discount, sweetheart. I gotta pay for shipping. I got to pay for packages. I got to pay for things. And when you start to realize that being nice don't allow you to love on yourself like how you need to, because guess what? It's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's about what the money get me. And the money gives me freedom. The money gives me the ability to take care of myself. The money gives me the ability to help you sometimes and give to you, my friends. So if you're taking away from my ability to help my bloodline because you want something on a discount, we cannot participate in business endeavors. And the crazy thing about it, this is why I really don't have friends. This is why I focus on allies, because an ally would never try to take away from my business, because my business having success mutually benefits them. So for example, if I have a friend who's a videographer, and this is how y'all have to think, if you really gonna boss up and you really for to stop working that 9 to 5, because I believe in you. I believe you can do it. I know you fed up for real. And I'm coming with this passion because I've been there before. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank you, She Impressive. I've been there before. This is love from my heart, telling you what I wish I would have heard when I was a kid at 21 years old when I started my business. There is no such thing as being nice in business. There's a such thing as being kind and friendly and likable. But nice is being walked over. Nice is being used. And a lot of y'all don't realize that them friends that you have, they understand that they benefit from you because of the title friend. And they know that they don't have to give you as much as you give them because they position themselves, well, I'm your friend. And that's why I always say be careful of them friends, because the friends is the ones who hurt you the most, not the strangers, not the allies. The ally is not going to hurt you because they know, damn, if I hurt this person, it might fuck up my business. That's why you need to create partnerships and relationships with colleagues and people who can pour into you and you can pour into them. Therefore, if she gets more success, I know she going to book me. If she gets more success, I know she gonna pay me. I know she gonna choose me. And therefore I gotta make sure I show up and do my best job. Because guess what? An ally would not take it personal from you if you decided to go elsewhere. Because that ally also has a business of themselves and they can understand. You see, y'all talking to people who don't understand your language. And then you get upset when they don't understand you. And then they want to make you feel a type of way because they feel like you're being different. No, you're not being different. You're being elevated. And elevation requires separation. You know this. This is nothing new under the sun. I just think that you needed to hear this over again because it's 2025. And 2025 is going to come with a lot of endings. It's a 9-year. And 9 is endings. That's why there's already been, rest in peace to all those people. That's why it's already been so many endings to people. So end the bullshit. End some of these friendships. Don't start no relationship this year. Don't start no new businesses this year. This is not the year to start. This is the year to end it. This is the year to tell yourself what you will be cutting out. So when 2026 come in, you can be adding in. Does that make sense? You see, I've been learning from, reading certain books, studying certain owners, studying certain businesses. Let me tell you something. Don't judge a billionaire from the mindset of a 9-to-5er. You're never going to understand why that person made that move because you only have the education of this level, this tier. So this tax bracket, you could never comprehend for real. So if you cannot comprehend it, why are you judging it? And you got to understand, if you're judging other people who are on a different tax bracket than you, you can't get upset when other people do it to you. And you have to realize that people will do it to you. Like I said, make sure y'all click the link in my bio and join me on Twitch and follow me on Twitch. If you are here on Twitch, make sure you guys also sub up because this is my platform of choice from this point on. All right? So I just realized I had to really have a talk with myself. I'm a Scorpio. One thing about it, I love truth. And I had to look at myself and I had to be like, okay, Ori, let's look at some of your friendships that you had. Why did they end? And I realized that a lot of my friendships ended not because I was being a bad friend. It's because I was being a bad person to myself. And let me tell you what I mean by this. Had I not played small and been on niggas' asses like how I was supposed to be from the beginning, a lot of these people would have never played with me. Do you hear me? You see, when I let you in, I felt sorry for you. And when I feel sorry for you, that's not how I should start any relationship. You cannot even be my friend or my ally if you cannot benefit me. Because one conversation with me could completely change your whole trajectory of your life. I could give you a reading. I could tell you about why this happened to you. I could send you to this person and this person. Oh, you need a videographer? Go here. You need a photographer? Go here. I'm an abundance of opportunities. I'm an abundance of connections. So why should I be friends with you? Why should fuck friends? Why should I be an ally to you? And you got to understand, you don't need to be rich to be my ally. That's the thing. A lot of y'all think that somebody has to be wealthy to be your ally. No, they have to be valuable. Because somebody could be wealthy and ain't shit. They have to be valuable to your life. You could have somebody who freaking dead broke. But boy, when they talk to you, they pour wisdom into you. It could be a child. It could be a child. But when you get around this child, her energy is so potent. Her energy is so energetic. She's just so loving. So I'm trying to tell you, it's not about money. It's about value. And let me tell you something. You want to get in circles where people have more money? Find skills that you can then trade off for value from them. For me, when I see a millionaire, I say, hey, I bet I can tell you what year is going to be more successful for you. I bet I can tell you what years were negative for you. And I bet I can tell you when your next investment is going to be a big boom. Do you know the moment I say that, it don't matter how much money you got. Damn, how the fuck do you know that? Because some people will look at you and say, damn, that skill that you have, it's okay that you don't have money right now, but that skill that you have will eventually bring you wealth. And that's the thing. Wealthy people don't need you to be wealthy to interact with you. All they need to do is see that you're number one, coachable. They need to see that number one, you have a work ethic. And they need to see number two and number three, that you have a skill, a talent, or you have grit. You see, it's crazy because the people who ain't got shit have the most to say. Like, I was telling my girl today, I said, you know why I don't have a problem having an ego? And I want y'all to hear me for real. Because some of y'all be afraid to pop out with your ego, but I'm going to tell you when you should and when you shouldn't. What's up, Naya? Let me tell you why I don't have a problem having an ego. I don't have a problem having an ego because I didn't have a problem fetching people water. I didn't have a problem being humble. I didn't have a problem serving other people. I didn't have a problem being on the bench and clapping for other people. I didn't have a problem supporting people. I didn't have a problem letting somebody else be the star. I didn't have a problem serving. So I don't have a problem asking you to go get me water. I don't have a problem asking you to do something for me. I don't have a problem asking you to serve me. Because I know that me serving somebody else helped me to learn so much. I learned the most at the feet of successful and wealthy people. But then you mean to tell me people who ain't got shit, niggas who ain't got shit, don't know shit, haven't learned shit, got a problem learning at the feet of other people? Baby, you ain't shit to be able to say, I'm not for to do this. You didn't work hard enough yet. You didn't build credentials yet to say what you ain't and won't gonna do. You gotta work that 9 to 5 until you develop the mentality and the confidence to say, I'm not doing this shit. You get it? You get it? You get it? Just like me right now. I'm not going to move to 7 figures until I tell myself I am not just making 6 figures. You get it? That's why some people don't understand ego for real. You know, I was watching this TV show and she said, baby, I work too hard to be humble. And I was like, you damn right. And what I realized is that the people of success, they know how to value how worthy you are, how valuable you are, by how confident you are in your ego. But you got to understand, an ego needs to be well-deserved. So if your ego isn't well-deserved, it's not going to come off authentic. There's some people when they tell you, I know what I'm doing, you feel it. But then there's some people that say, I know what I'm doing, that you know they ain't got shit to do with what they doing. They don't know shit. But some people, it's like they develop so much tough skin that you just insulted them by asking them if they knew what they were doing. And some people, when they have an ego that's well-deserved, you have a level of like calmness because you know they're handling what they're supposed to handle. And those people tend to be leaders. Now, guess what? Let me tell you something. If you got a yap about how great you are, sweetie, I don't think that's an ego. Oh, shit. Thank you. I don't think that's an ego. I think that's you trying to convince yourself. You see, one thing about me, nobody has to hear me yap about myself to watch how I move to know she got it together. You get me? That's like some of y'all, and trust me, I don't knock it. I don't knock you trying to convince yourself because sometimes you got to continue to talk to yourself, but don't be trying to convince yourself to other people. Do that shit in the mirror because you're going to repel people. Do that shit in the mirror because you are going to repel people trying to yap to them to get you to believe what you're trying to say. You feel me? Like that's something that I realized, like it's either you are or you not. It's either you know the path or it's either you walk in the path. You see, some of y'all, you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing, but you're not the person that you need to be yet to get into action. You still have limitations that are in your way, stopping you from being active. You still have negative thoughts that are getting in your way. You overthink and it's getting in your way and it's stopping you from being successful. You feel me? I started doing this at 21 years old. Did I know exactly what I was doing? No, but I knew what I wanted and I knew where I was going to go. And I had no problem doing a lot of work to get there. Hell, I love the work. Because one thing about it, some of y'all need to realize that manifestation is the plan. Manifestation is the plan. Okay? When you become that person, now you're in action. Some of y'all aren't that person yet. So your manifestation, all you have is a plan. All you have is imagination. But at some point, you're going to have to go in that meditation and introduce yourself to yourself and get into it. Some of y'all, you 2 identities in one right now. You're in between 2 realms right now. This one realm is who you was, and this new realm is who you want to be, and you're in between. You're going to have to kill that old self. That's what the snake year is about in 2025, shedding skin. It's time to shed. It's time, to shed. So I'm telling you right now, this 2025, let me tell you something. There's going to be people with egos and there's going to be people insecure. It's going to be one or the other. Listen to what I'm telling you. In 2025, people are either going to be in their ego and then there's going to be the complete opposite where people are going to be completely insecure. And what I will tell you is 2025, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 adds up to 9. The ninth letter in the alphabet is I. So how you view I will win in 2025. So it all that matters is how you view I. Does that make sense? That's why 2025 is going to be about ego or insecurity. Insecurity starts with I. Does that make sense? Are we lagging? Listen, y'all, click the link in my bio. Click the link in my bio and join my Twitch. I don't think my Twitch is lagging. I don't think it's lagging on Twitch. So make sure y'all click the link in my bio. Somebody said, I'm deaf being in my ego bag. Ain't you a 33 life path? I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. You feel me? And another thing I want to tell you too is in 2025, focus on building what you've already created and slowly. A lot of y'all just want a big success. And let me tell you something. What I've recognized in my business, I've created 2 businesses that have brung in over 6 figures for multiple years. What I want to tell you is, well, my last business, I started it in 2022 and I made it a 6-figure business in 1 year. So what I want to tell you is that the businesses that did the best for me were the ones that I focused on with slow growth. See, some of y'all think I'm just going to sell a product with a high price. And let me tell you something. Selling a product with a high price is cool. You should always have high ticketed prices. Right? Listen to me for my business owners. But what I recognized was the businesses that had a cheaper price but was subscription, and it maybe took longer for me to grow, but when I grew it, it created a compound effect, made me more money. So for example, it's almost like your 9-to-5 job versus like a YouTube channel, right? Your 9-to-5 job is paying you something consistently, probably a big check, maybe $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month. It's paying you a big check, right? But when you get paid, you're like, damn, what's next? That's the thing about selling a high ticketed price, right? So once you sell a high ticketed price, it's like, damn, what's next? There's nothing next coming because you've already sold your high ticketed price. But when you have a small ticketed price that people can continuously buy into, like food, right? People are always going to buy milk. I'm always going to buy milk over and over and over again. You've bought milk and probably spent hundreds of thousands of dollars buying milk over and over and over again. Then you buying that designer that you paid one time. So I recognize that my business, like my mystery school, where I'm focused on gaining one person a day. My YouTube channel, I'm gaining 1 subscriber a day, 2 subscribers a day. It starts to compound. So now your YouTube channel this month, it made $10. Then next month, it makes $20. And then next month, it's $500. Guess what? You're going to continuously get paid. So that's something that I just wanted to tell y'all. Like, some of y'all are looking at easy wins instead of focusing on what is the hard thing to do that's going to give me a foundation that's going to last forever. Somebody said, how can we get into the mystery school? DM me and I can send you the link. Another thing that's going to be so important in 2025 is magnetism. So 2025, the last number of 2025 is 5. So 5 is the number of sexual energy. Now think about it. The snake is represented by the Kundalini energy, right? And we know the Kundalini energy can also be a sexual type of energy also, right? So you're going to see a lot of that energy going around in 2025. And if you can learn how to, why you think them strippers, when they dance, they be like this, they be moving that spine, right? So, and think about the snake, the Scorpio. They're the only 2 animals within the Chinese astrology and the Western astrology that have venom, right? And the snake and the Scorpio, think about snake pits and then think about Scorpios, right? It's a very sexualized energy. So, and then with 2025 ending with a 5, you're going to start to see a lot of people tap into that good looks. When you see them wear that snake tattoo in the back of their neck too, I'm trying to tell you. So what I want you to know is in 2025, work on your identity. You see how the ninth letter in the alphabet is I. Work on your identity and how you want to be perceived. Because think about it, the snake is the animal that sheds its skin, that dies and comes back alive. So what you want to do in 2025 is you want to really ask yourself, who am I? How do I want to be perceived? You get what I'm saying? And the funny thing about it is that even in meditations, in order for you to have enlightenment, you have to bring that energy from the root of your spine, which is your root chakra, all the way up to your crown chakra. Why do you think when you're having those nasty activities, you get this orgasmic feeling within your head? It's connected to the spine. Because think about it, when you get those type of activities, it's down there at the root chakra, but when you have this orgasmic energy, it goes to the head. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. It's like you're getting energy from down here, but yet you're feeling it up here. And you know what's funny? Why is it that when you're receiving new information or new wisdom, you get that same orgasmic feeling here? Because it's the same energy. Kundalini. In Egypt, let me see if I can show y'all this. In Egypt, I'm about to show y'all right now. In Egypt, they would have, I've been talking about this so much. In Egypt, they would have this Uraeus, right? This Uraeus, right? And this Uraeus is a symbolization of enlightenment. You cannot become a pharaoh unless you were crowned with the Uraeus, because the Uraeus symbol that you had reached enlightenment. That's what the Uraeus means. And you want to know why? Young Pharaoh talked about this, so I'm gonna give Young Pharaoh credit for where I got this information from. Young Pharaoh talked about how when that Kundalini energy comes up and that energy hits the pineal gland actually starts to flicker like a snake. And then here's another thing about it too. When you look at the spine, what does the spine look like? 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 Now you're starting to understand what 2025 is about. Because guess what? Your identity is connected to your pineal gland, your consciousness, and how you perceive yourself. So a lot of y'all don't realize that it's super important for you to connect to that sexual energy. It's super important to connect to that spinal energy. And it's super important for you to learn how to bring that energy up to your head. How many of you guys know who Joe Dispenza is? How many of you guys know who Joe Dispenza is? Joe Dispenza has a meditation that I've been doing on my mystery school where he tells you to take these. If you read Becoming Supernatural, do you know what I'm talking about? You take these super aggressive breaths and you breathe them and you hold it at your head. And he says that when you start to do that, you start to create an electromagnetic field around yourself. And I'm just like, wow. The spine is really the key to your magnetism, the sexual energy. The problem is that people think that sexual energy is just connected to, when in reality, sexual energy is connected to creativity. Why do you think men have started this no fap? Because they started to understand, I cannot give this energy away. This energy is the same energy that I create with. This same energy is the energy I create with. This same energy is the energy that gives me hunger. It's the seed. Exactly. You get what I'm saying? Somebody said, when we did meditation yesterday, I definitely felt that energy around myself. Exactly. And Joe Dispenza talks about doing that meditation 3 times a day if you need to. Whenever you feel yourself starting to tap back into your old self, you got to do the meditation and remind yourself and bring the energy back up and stir up that energy. Because some of y'all don't realize that your energy is trapped in your lower chakras. And that's why some people cannot think beyond they meet. Because their energy is trapped all in their lower chakras. They have not passed the solar, the sacral. And let me tell you something. Once you get that energy to the heart, baby, now you're going to create. Now you are going to create at such a high level once that heart starts to receive the energy. But when that energy starts to change and hit to the head, you know what happens? Now you've become a different person. Now you're thinking differently. Now you are thinking differently. Because it's almost like you're taking the elixir, your life force, and taking it straight to your consciousness. Right? It's almost like you're feeding the God within yourself, because God is within your head. The pineal gland. Your consciousness. This is where you connect to the subconscious. This is why you meditate. You close your eyes and you focus on your breathing, because you focusing on your breathing, you focusing on your thoughts is how you connect to the creator. And your thoughts is what creates your reality. You see, we got all these people on here who's still on their journey to understanding manifestation and understanding spirituality, but all they want to talk about is manifestation. Law of attraction. And all they're doing is saying law of attraction because it's something that people are recognizing and people just love to hear. Oh, how to create my dream reality. But they're not expressing the science of it. That's why I like Joe Dispenza. Because Joe Dispenza explains to you the science of it. He understands that, sometimes saying the word God can completely rub some people the wrong way. And the reason why is because some people want to understand why instead of going into religion, because they understand that some religions are just constructs to control you. So that's why he doesn't use the word God, because he's like, how can I create this information in such a way that anybody in any belief can accept it? So he said, we're going to use logic and we're going to use facts and we're going to use science, because you cannot deny science. The thing about manifestation is some people just keep it so mystical. People think that it's just this mystical thing, and then you know how easy it is for you to think that you're not good enough to do it because you think it's a mystical thing. But when somebody explains to you that you are biologically, chemically able to change your cells, and your cells can change your identity, it can change who you are, it can change the way you think. You are able to create a whole new body. Doing these certain meditations can completely, like this man said, he's helped people heal cancer. He's helped people heal tumors. He's helped people heal all these different things. And that's when I realized, like, holy snap, this is deeper than just spirituality. It's the same way. Let's break it down like this. It's the same way your body is intelligent to know what you need. You no longer just think about it in a physical or spiritual way. You start to realize that this is scientific. This is biological. This is chemical. And once you realize that it is chemically ingrained in your body for you to create whatever you want in your life, you'll start to realize that it's not about who's talented. It's about who's knowledgeable and who's applying the knowledge. If you guys are enjoying this live, what I want you to do is click the link in my bio on my YouTube and subscribe to me. Subscribe to me on YouTube. So go to my TikTok account and you'll see my YouTube. And what I want you to do also is join me on Twitch. If you think that my quality is good on TikTok, baby, wait till you see Twitch. Wait till you see Twitch. Another thing I want to tell you too, in 2025, stay open-minded. Because there's going to be a lot of things that change. And what I want you to know is that what I've started to do is, in my mystery school, I know that 2025 is going to be a year of occult information. A lot of people are not going to want to, because check this out. Let me break it down. So the end of the year is also 25. All right. The end of the year is also 25. 2 plus 5 is 7. Okay. So if you realize 2, 0, after the 0 is 25. So what you recognize is that 2025 is also going to be a year where people are going to be looking for more spiritual answers. People are going to be looking for more wisdom, and people are not going to be entertaining dumb shit. People are going to want substance in 2025. People are going to want substance in 2025. People are going to want to talk about deep things. People are not going to want to talk about stupidity. In 2024, it was about politics. It was an 8-year. So the whole year was about power, politics. You get it? Can you relax? Power, politics. So what I want you to know is that my mystery school is going to completely teach about the history of the occult. It's going to be talking about the Freemasons. It's going to be talking about the Illuminati. Like, a lot of y'all don't know. Hold on. Let me put my mystery school in my bio, because I know once I tell y'all this information, y'all going to be like, oh, hell no, I need to join that school. Watch what I'm about to tell y'all. Hold on. Okay. Check this out. Now, I'm about to break something down that's going to be really, really deep, okay? And I need you to follow me. It's going to be a lot of numbers, but once you follow me, you're going to be like, whoa, that was kind of deep. Yep, I'm about to talk about celebs. So, in 2024, the date, March 22nd, was a powerful date. Okay, he got to go because he trying to distract me. Relax, buddy. Relax. All right, so remember this. March 22nd was a powerful date. Now listen, I know a lot more shit than this. This is what I'm willing to make public. But what I know is I can't talk about all this shit, publicly like that. Because when they find out that you know what the fuck going on, they're going to be like, hey, silence, don't say too much because you're giving out certain codes. So what you got to understand is that the government and the elites use codes. They use letterology. They use numerology. For example, I give credit to GG33 for teaching me this, right? The Rothschild, their name was a different name, but they changed it to Rothschild because the root of their name, RO, adds up to 33, right? And you know what's funny? They said that the Freemasons made 33 popular. But if you look at it, the Rothschilds is the people who own the business of Christianity, and they allowed their savior, Jesus Christ, to die at 33 because they understood the power of that number 33. Now, we talked about Joe Dispenza too. Joe Dispenza has become very popular in 2024. I wonder why. Maybe because he's born 322. And when you add up 3 plus 22 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4, that adds up to 33. So he's in a year of master teacher. So a lot of people had an enlightenment, because 33 is the number of enlightenment. A lot of people have had enlightenment from Joe Dispenza this year. Now let's talk about what else happened on Joe Dispenza's birthday, which is 322. Let's see what else happened on 322. First of all, let's talk about 322. 322, when I look it up, and this is why I tell y'all, click the link in my bio to join my mystery school if you're interested in learning the occult, learning the secrets of what's going on behind your face. So, and this all connects to modern day hip hop and rap. So 322, Skull and Bones, also known as the Order 322, or the Brotherhood of Death, is an undergraduate senior secret student society at Yale University. So this is a secret society. What do we know about secret societies? The Illuminati is also a secret society, right? Now, let's talk about the fact that one of the things that has been the most popular and still going on to this day is the song Like That, right? Like That. March 22nd, 2024, which is funny because Metro Boomin's name is also Boominati. Now, what you got to understand is that these rappers, they're not aware of what's going on. They're just being told what to do. All right, bet. Make this song. Do this, do that. We're going to drop it on this day. They don't know what's going on. So when they dropped Like That on March 22nd, it created such impact because they did it on the only 33 day of the year. They did it on the only 33 day of the year. 33 is influence. The elites know that, right? So now I don't know the whole thing of what's going on with Drake or whatever the case may be, but they knew in order to take somebody down, we have to attack them with numerology. Now, why is it that still to this day, we've just entered 2025 and we're still talking about what happened in last year, March? You get what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to tell you is that they're using these codes. But if you're not aware of what's going on, you're not going to notice it. you're not going to notice it. You feel me? So I don't know if that made sense to you. I don't know if that, if I broke that down well enough for you, but I'm trying to make you aware that if somebody did something on the day 322 and it's something on an elite level, it probably was done on purpose, and it probably was purposely done by the same secret society. Secret society. You get what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is that in 2025, expect more elite or more secret society shit to be exposed, more occult shit to be exposed. Shit is going to be exposed in 2025, and only those who are intelligent, you see that I again, that 9, that I, only those who are intelligent will catch it. 9 is also a number that I think people are very observant. If you are born on the 9th or you have 9 energy, you're very observant. You can look at people and see right through people. So that's what's going to happen in 2025. A lot of people are going to get seen through. A lot of people are going to get read the fuck. Like, they're going to get clocked. This is the year people are going to be getting clocked. You feel me? So what I want y'all to do is, if you're interested in this kind of knowledge, if you're like, yes, I need to learn more. Another thing I want to talk about too, in 2025, you need to be learning about your ancestors. Because remember, 9, I feel like 9 is also a connection to like other realms because it's through the head. 2025 is the year for you to learn about your ancestors. 2025 is the year for you to honestly have a whole different perspective. Because look, the snake is the 6th sign. The nine is the number of the year, right? Now let me tell you something about 6 and 9. Let me tell you something about 6 and 9. Let me tell you about 6 and 9. Hold on. Yep. Let me tell you something about 6 and 9. A lot of people are going to be having different perspectives. Okay, GG33 taught me this. A lot of people are going to be having different perspectives. A lot of y'all may even be getting crucified by your friends and family because you have a different perspective. If you're born on the 6th, if you're born on the 15th, the 24th, you tend to kind of be an outsider a little bit because of your perspective. You see things differently from people. And people are just like, damn, how did you think of that? How did you see that? Like, I didn't even think of that. It's because of different perspective. So the snake is the 6th sign, and it's 2025, and it's a 9 year. So that's why I say, I know 2025 is the year for people who are real and authentic. Those are the ones who are going to succeed. Except if you're born 1995, you're not going to do too well because it's your enemy year. I'm sorry. 9 ain't about bridge of dimensions. I never said it was a bridge of dimensions, my love. You think I don't know numerology? 22 is the number of the bridge. Get the fuck on. Get the fuck on before I clock you, man. Don't come in here thinking that you know shit T down. Like, no the fuck you don't. No the fuck you don't. No the fuck you don't. 22 is the number of the bridge. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I spent all 2022, 2023 burning my damn eyes, studying numerology, calculating every fucking thing there is, man. This motherfucker said 44. Get the fuck on. Get the fuck on. It must be a 55 to a 66, a 77. Some 40, bro said 44 is the bridge beyond. So then why is there 33 vertebrates? 33 is the highest number. There's only 33 vertebrates. And the spine is basically almost like the stairs to enlightenment. So, baby, come on. What the fuck is you talking about? Why do some people act like gatekeepers to 9 life paths? That ain't got shit to do with me. I'm not no gatekeeper. I just respect the knowledge. I teach what I can. Bro said 44 chromosomes, yet you missing one. Let me stop playing with you. I'm not for the bully you. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. Don't take me serious. You have your own opinion. Don't take me serious. I'm just messing with you. It's just entertainment. Don't take me serious, okay? I'm just playing with you. But no, 44 is not the highest number. But if you don't agree with me, that's fine. Keep your own opinion. Going on with that shit, okay? Cause you in my live right now. Anyways, so another thing that I want to teach about coming from a Scorpio. So remember, Scorpio, I believe Scorpios are gonna have a good year in 2025. The only reason why I believe Scorpios are going to have a good 2025 again is because snakes and Scorpios are the only animals that are venomous. Okay? And Scorpios and snakes tend to both be vengeful. Now, according to GG33, the only difference between the snake and the Scorpio is the snake is more patient. The Scorpio wants that shit right now. He wants his get back right now. And I feel it, because it's very hard for me to be patient when I want my get back. You feel me? Can somebody let me know how many people we have in the live? I can't see. So now let's talk about magnetism, because I know that my class Magnetism is going to completely explode in 2025. 201, that's amazing. I know my class Magnetism is going to completely explode in 2025. The only reason why is because of Scorpio and the snake. Now, let me tell you something about the Scorpio and the snake and magnetism. A lot of y'all think that yapping your way into somebody's pants is going to work. No. Scorpio, snake, 9 energy, you got to learn how to be observant. Learn how to be observant. This is the year where you want to talk less and you want to listen more. You want to be more observant. You want to have that eye contact, because snakes, if you look at the eyes of people who are snakes, you'll see, bro, their eyes are like piercing. Scorpios, piercing eyes. Why do you think they have piercing eyes? Because they are watching. Also, snakes and Scorpios are very strategic. And that's what I love about seduction. Seduction has to be strategic, but also have a level of flow. 2025 is the year that you want to learn how to not use too much to get what you want. What you want to do is you want to learn how to use energy. You want to learn how to use your intelligence, knowing psychology, understanding body language, learning how to read people. Some of y'all don't know how to read people, and you don't understand that in order to become a master at any craft that you have, and if you read this book, Mastery by Robert Greene, then you know what I'm talking about. Social intelligence. I need everybody to comment that. I need everybody to comment the 2 words, social intelligence. Social intelligence. Seduction is not just channeling. That's the problem. We want to hear what we want to hear when it comes to seduction. No, seduction is like chess. You look at what's in front of you, you observe, and then you make your move. And then you ask yourself, okay, if I make this move, what can this person do? And then what would I do after that? If you don't have social intelligence, you're not going to succeed. And let me explain to you how social intelligence plays a role in your life today that you may not even know. You get a new job. Boom, check me out. Boom, you just got a new job at this new restaurant, this new job, this whatever, new people. You ain't never met these people before, right? So the first person you meet comes up to you and likes to be really nice. Hey, oh my God, how are you? I want to get to know you. Oh my God, we should go get coffee. We should go get this. We should go get that. Guess what? You don't know the dynamics in your business environment to know that this person just wants to know your business. And the problem is that when y'all get a new environment, y'all just accept the first person to come to you. When you don't realize that the people that's probably real is the people that probably stayed away from you at first. But because you don't have the social intelligence, you don't understand the hierarchy at your business. You don't understand who got real power. You don't understand who talks shit. You don't understand who steals. You don't understand who manipulates. You don't understand the dynamics. And you're not realizing that all of this social intelligence plays a part in every community, every dynamic, every place, whether it be a toxic work environment or a healthy one. You still need to know who's really the boss and who's not, because there's some people at your job who think they're the boss, and the whole dynamic and the whole community know she just thinks she's the boss. She's not really the boss. But if you're not studying there, or you're not detached, or you're not like, so here's the thing, when you walk into a new environment, you have to be detached at first. Don't pick any sides when you first start a new environment. Do not pick sides. Watch and learn, because who you thought had power when you first met them, you ended up learning that they were the weakest ones. So I'm telling you right now, this is something that I teach on my magnetism class. And for 2025, I'm so excited as a Scorpio, my Chinese zodiac. Y'all need to check y'all Chinese zodiac. My Chinese zodiac is also the animal, the cat. One thing about the cat, let me teach y'all something. And this is GG33 information. If you've been learning about numerology or astrology, let me tell you something. The cat is the animal of psychology. I'm going to break down every animal and their strengths, okay? All you need to do is, maybe I'll tell you at the end of this live. So the first animal is the ox. The ox is very powerful. The ox is a dictator. The ox is aggressive, stubborn. It's an ox. It wants to run you over. The rat is manipulative. The rat is small, so it has to use its brain. Remember now, they use rats to test. So if you're born the year of the rat, you're the type of person to be very mental, and you can be manipulative too. The rat and the cat can be very similar, okay? Now, the tiger has a great body. The tiger is athletic. The tiger looks young. The tiger is fun, playful, but not too smart. They don't have the ability to think long term. The cat, listen, I'm talking about Chinese astrology. The cat is a very smart animal, a psychological animal, and observant. The cat likes to play mind games. And let me tell you how you know that a cat is actually very observant. A cat will literally sit at high places just to watch everybody. Just to watch everybody. And I'm born the year of the cat, and I'm a Scorpio. So you could call me a black cat watching. Sometimes you don't even recognize a cat is watching you. And a cat is very patient. It will watch you and watch you and watch you and hunt you when it's ready. That's the cat. So now that you understand that, what I'm trying to tell you is that as a Scorpio, as a cat, I've studied this psychology game. I've learned body language. I've learned how to give speeches. I've learned how to connect with people based off of their human nature. You see, the problem with people is people want people to be how they want them to be. Instead of being smart enough to understand, people will be who they are going to be naturally, human nature. So if you follow human nature, instead of being mad that people like to buy things with their eyes instead of what's really valuable, why not make your thing that's valuable appealing to how you know people are superficial? You know what I'm saying? And somebody said, I know how to manipulate people, but I be feeling bad. Let me ask you something. When a baby needs to take medicine, right? You don't tell the baby, here, take your medicine. No. You act like you're giving them candy, then you give them the medicine. Manipulation is not bad. See, we've created a negative connotation around manipulation because most of the time people are using it negatively. But manipulation is not bad because guess what? I can manipulate the clay. I can manipulate the energy. I can manipulate the sounds. I can turn the sound and bend the frequency. That's me manipulating something. A lot of y'all don't understand. Guess what? Some of y'all need to learn how to manipulate for a good reason. What that means is that sometimes marketing, look at marketing, MA, manipulation, MA, matrix, MA, material, MA. This whole realm is a manipulation. The problem is, well, the thing is who's manipulating who and who's manipulating what? If you know that there are people constantly looking to manipulate you, why would you not want to learn the game that they know to be on the same playing field to be able to recognize when manipulation is coming to you? See, people are so afraid of people manipulating them. Oh, manipulation is bad, to the point that they don't even want to understand the weapons of the enemy. Why would you not want to know the weapons of the enemy? Why would you not want to know? That's why they say you can learn how to fight and you can register your hands. And guess what? You're more intelligent being registered with your hands. You're more intelligent being registered with your weapons. Because guess what? You know when to fire and when not to. You know when somebody's worth it and when somebody's not. Because you have the power. You have the wisdom. See, everybody thinks that magnetism is just about being seductive. Magnetism, MA, is also about understanding manipulation of your own energy too. You see, that meditation that I told you to do is a version of manipulating your own energy to expand it. See, what I'm going to do when you join my mystery school and my magnetism class, I'm going to teach you how to expand your meridian points, your energetic chakras, your centers, to expand to a certain level that people can feel you before you even walk through the door. Some of y'all can feel me right now, and I'm through a phone. I'm through a phone. That's the crazy thing about it. So energy is very real. Energy is very real. And some of y'all are probably going to hear me say a couple of things even when you're not watching me. Because wisdom vibrates at a certain frequency. You get me? That's why some people say, I thought about you and you went live. That's because you felt the frequency, or you were already in alignment with the frequency. So, for all my people who are serious about getting ahead within 2025 and understanding the energy, if you want to join my magnetism class is $99.91, and it's only going to be open for the next couple of days. All you need to do is DM me your birthday to see if you are eligible to join. And the only reason why I say you have to see if you're eligible to join is because there are some birthdays that I know are very manipulative. Like some of y'all 1996 babies, some of y'all 1984 babies. I have to be very mindful of y'all, because you may, like, y'all babies born 1996 and 1984, y'all too good at that shit. Y'all too good at that shit. Like, shit just come natural to you. Like, I don't think y'all need to know any more about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's not everybody in 96 and 84. It depends on your full birthday, what your sign is. But y'all in 96, boy, I dated somebody. Listen, my ex was 96. So trust me when I say, I know that's a wrap. That's a wrap. 93, y'all not really too manipulative. Y'all just aggressive. You feel me? So do not DM me if you're not payment ready to join my class. You feel me? If you're not payment ready, just enjoy the free information that I'm giving out. I promise there's no beef. Like, just continue to enjoy the free information. Go on my YouTube. But if you are payment ready, DM me your birthday. Hey, I'm payment ready. I want to join the magnetism class. The class is $99.91. Okay? The class is $91.91. All right? Now listen, is it in the mystery school? No, it's not in the mystery school. This is a whole different, you know what I'm saying? Is there any one-on-one with the class? I've started doing coaching classes live on the class too. Okay? So I gotta go. I'm about to go shoot some more shit. Y'all need to go check out my YouTube, because I've started posting like cinematic shit. So what I want y'all to do is DM me if you want to join. Only DM me if you're payment ready. And the class is $99.91. So you already know what you're signing up for. All right. And DM me your birthday. All right. I love you guys. Please make sure y'all subscribe to me on YouTube. If you want to join the mystery school, it is already in the link in my bio. You don't need to send me your birthday for that. The mystery school is based off of spirituality, occult. That's what that's for. And that's $28 a month. All right.